Few months back, I was using variety of tools to manage my YouTube channel. For task management, I would use Asana. For documentation, projects and milestone tracking, I would use Google Docs. Now these tools are good for the purpose for which they are built, but they don't offer too much flexibility. That's when I found this amazing tool called Notion, which is so much flexible and it allows you to do all the task management, documentation, project tracking, milestones, everything in one single place. I'm not saying this because this is a sponsored video by Notion. In fact, few months back when they reached out to me, I told them I want to use this for my day-to-day life management, and then I want to produce a genuine review video. I was a little skeptical at first, but once I started using this tool, it exceeded all my expectations. In this two-part video, first I will discuss how I manage my YouTube channel on Notion and how it gives me a productivity boost. In the second part, if you are a working professional or a student and if you want to manage your life in a better way, I will show you how you can do that. I will also share some templates that you can use readily and boost your productivity. Here is my home page on Notion. So you can see that there are multiple sections here. I have my section for YouTube. I also do regular posting on LinkedIn. So there are LinkedIn post schedule here in this section. There's teams and goals. I have my team directory here. By the way, I have multiple people working in my YouTube team. And if you click on here and look at the gallery view, Bhavin, my brother, is responsible for generating ideas, people management, resource location, university relationship, etc. If I want to add any new item here, I can just add it so easily. Then Jigger takes care of my YouTube account management, things like account setup, video scheduling, PPC campaigns and so on. This way the entire team knows their responsibilities. Himani takes care of content, Gayatri is a project manager, and Parth is of course a very important person. He takes care of all my video editing. And then if you go to homepage again, you will see this main section which is for my YouTube, and every video starts with a YouTube idea. So here if I click on video ideas, these are all the raw ideas that came to either my mind or someone suggested those ideas to me. Let's look at time management tips idea. So if you click on it, this was suggested by one of my subscriber. Now, once the idea is on this page, I start organizing my thoughts around it. I will start putting notes here, and Notion allows you to put these notes very easily and very customizable way. For example, if I type / here and if I want to add a to-do list, I can do that. And what are the to-do list for time management tips idea? Well, the first one is focus hours. So focus hours is one topic I want to cover. Then the other topic will be utilizing waiting time. You're waiting for that dentist appointment, you want to read a book, etc. And you can add all of your ideas, and then when you start making the actual video, you can start checking these off. And if you want to delete this, you click on this icon and you can delete these things very easily. Now if you want to create a table out of this, again press / and click on table database. Now here, let's say this is the item, item description, and let's say the item is to collect raw video clip of a person wasting time on Snapchat. Because in time management video, I would like to have that little clip. And here you can customize this column. This is like a regular database, but it's very customizable. So the column will be person, and I can assign any of the people from my team. For example, Parth takes care of video editing, so I will assign that to him. If you want to add any priorities, let's say, or any due date, let's say I want the due date to be, okay, let me select a date here, and the date is, let's say, December 10. Okay, so I want this item to be taken care of by December 10. And then you can have, let's say, if I want to assign any other task to a different person or even to myself, so So let's say record focus hours section. Here I'll be speaking about focus hours, and that I can assign it to myself, and I can set a deadline to myself, let's say 8. And once this happens, see, we can say that raw items, raw items for the video, and then you can click on add view and convert this into a board or a timeline. Okay, so let's say if I convert it to a timeline and say create, what happens is, see, if you scroll it, and by the way, you can open this whole thing in its own page, and see, the timeline is this thing needs to be ready by let's say this. See, so now it is showing me a nice timeline of my video progression. So as I work on these items, I will be able to track the progress. You can also add a view which says, let's say board. You can add a board and say create, and this board will be based on people. So Dhawal has these items, Parth has these items, and so on. And you can always go to your default view. So you see, it's like so much customizable. You can do n number of things with this particular page now. So I plan things out here first, and once the idea is concrete, then I move it to my regular task page. Here you can also assign different topics. So this one is a single selection column, and to assign a different topic, let's say I want to create a new topic, let's say on cryptocurrency, cryptocurrency. Let's say I have a new idea. For example, how does Ethereum works? And for this idea, I can create a new topic, and I can say crypto. When I do that, see, my list contains a new item. So adding new items is so much easy. And if you want to delete anything, you can delete it from here. You can color it. You can do so much customization with all these options. Once the video idea is finalized, I will move that idea into my team task list. And here there is a table where I have all my ideas, the status, assignee, due date, project, priority, and so on. And if you group this board, so let me just select a group here and just say group by, let's say, assignee. Then I will now know all the tasks which are due for me and all the tasks which are assigned to my YouTube account manager, Jigar, let's say. This way, when Jigar comes on this page, he knows his task, I know my task. Now for my task, let's say I want to know the status. I want to just create a board by status. So you can say add a view, and you can add a board, and you can make that board group by status, which I have already done here. So if I click on here by status, see, now I have this Kanban board where I know what things are in progress, what things are waiting for approval, and so on. So these are all the items which I have. And you can also group it by person name, so you can see this kind of card view per person. You can also do a calendar view, and by the way, I already added all these views, but you can just click on add view and just click on calendar, and it will add this particular view. And see, here is a calendar. So for each of these dates, I know exactly which video is coming out, what are the action items, what I'm doing. So I have a very good understanding in terms of like the timing of all my videos. I post regularly on LinkedIn, and those posts are managed here. So if you click on this LinkedIn post, there is this board that I have created where Himani is my content writer. So I will write some post. I will just throw some ideas here under no status. Then I will move this to Himani's task for review, and once she reviews that post, and by the way, the post might look like this. I want to write a post, let's say, on software engineer, comparing engineer with a plumber, and I have some rough ideas. So I move it to Himani for review. She's in India, she works in a different time zone, but once she sees this task in her plate, she will review it, she will write it up, then she will move under my name. So she will say, okay, now this is for Dhawal to review. And once I review it, I will say ready for graphics if I need any graphics. I can also move it to ready to publish because I post regularly. I don't want to post too many things, on a single day, or so I will just kind of stage them here, and when they're ready to publish, I will put it on LinkedIn and publish it. For example, this is one post I published, and the Notion page allows you to write almost like a custom HTML page where you can write simple text, you can insert an image, you can do so many things. It is as if you are having this little website editor. You can put a video, to-do list, plain list, a table, and number of things. So this is how my LinkedIn page is managed. I have a few other things such as my team mission, my 2022 goals, for example. Okay, so these are my goals for YouTube, these are my goals for LinkedIn, and so on. And if I have further plan, let's say Python OCR project based learning, this is my paid course. So here I can say turn into a page on Code Basics Home, and now this is a page. So once something is a page, you can do so many things here. You can create an empty page with an icon, and there is an icon here. Okay, and you can add a cover, and there are so many options that you can choose your cover from. So let's say I choose, or you can upload your own cover as well. So I will just choose this one. You can also customize this icon. Okay, so Python OCR project based learning, and in this course, let's say I have n number of items. So I will again click on slash, and table is something that I use a lot. So I will just say table, and again there is an item, there is an owner, kind of the same thing. So owner will be a person, and let's say I want to prepare a course layout, so that person will be me. I will have my due date will be a date, and this way I can create my entire project plan. I can add views. I can add, let's say, timeline view or a calendar view, and when I have a calendar view, each of these dates will show up. Basically, what is my due date? Let's say this due date is 10. Okay, and when I change it to calendar view, see on 10 it says I need to prepare a course layout. If I add a view which is, let's say, simple list, so simple list looks something like this. Okay, I have few untitled items which I am going to remove, see, or I can add even a timeline view, and timeline view it will look like this. Now let's look at my financial goals. For example, in 2022, let's say if I want to generate $500,000 out of my YouTube channel and paid courses, and by the way, I just made these things up. So I can just create a table, add all these different items, paid courses, AdSense revenue, sponsorship, merchandise sales, and so on. And then I can set a formula as well. So this is like an Excel formula. This is like an Excel table where you can say, okay, I want this to be the sum of the whole column, or if you want average, see, average is that. So you can do numeric computation as well easily in Notion. And as I finish my goals, I can just check them off, and I can feel happy about it. Now, if you're a student or a working professional, and if you want to manage your life in a better way, let me show you how you can do that on Notion. And by the way, this personal plan is totally free, so you don't have to spend any money. So I'm just going to switch to a personal plan where I have set up this personal page, to manage my life. And it has number of sections, let's say studies and career. Let's say you are a mechanical engineering student who aspires to be a data scientist, or a working professional who is learning data science or machine learning. Here you can create your data analyst study plan, for example. So here, if you look at this one, I have created my plan. Now, the best thing about Notion is there are so many templates available. So if you click on a template, you will find, let's say for a student, what kind of, yes, lesson plans, or let's say course schedule. See, and when you say use this template will come on your page, and that's what I have done. I use that template and then I customize this data analyst study plan. And by the way, I had made a video on 3-month data analyst study plan. So if you are following that plan, now Notion will help you track your studies in a proper way. So the way you will do that is you will create week by week study plan, where in week 1 2 you are studying Excel and statistics. And if you want to add any new topic here, let's say deep learning, see, you can directly type it in and add it. And if you want to delete it, you can just say delete and you can remove that. If you look at week 1 and 2 plan, here I have created a further Kanban board where the status is either no status, in progress, or done. Okay, so now let's say I'm studying, I'm following this plan, for example. So let me first click on the, so change the view, add the view of a table, for example, right? And that table looks something like this. It's very simple. You have your study item. You want to watch a video on A/B testing on Core Basics channel, for example, and there is a status and a person who is working on it. Now you can change your view to a board view, and let's say you have finished watching Chandu's YouTube videos, on pivot table. You can now move it to done. This way you can track your studies in a proper way. Okay, so let's say week 2 is BI tools, and here's my plan for BI tools: Tableau, Power BI. See, I'm going to watch all those videos. I'm going to work on these exercises, and there are resources, by the way, so you can add all these resources easily on this page. Now if I'm applying for different jobs and if I want to track my job applications, see, I have added this page here where I have all my job applications, but in fact I used a template. So let me just show you how to use a template. So I will just say job, I will just say, okay, here I will enter something. Okay, so here I will just say job applications, and then I will turn this into a page on, let's say, Dhaval Patel's life, right? And this page is, I will say templates. So from templates I will select my job applications. So job applications, see, and if you say use this template, it will create this page for you. Now here you can just edit it. You can type in the company name where you are applying. Let's say you are applying at Infosys. Infosys is your company. What is the status? Are you following up, or you have been offered a job, signed, rejected, whatever? And then what is my position? Let's say my position is data analyst intern, and then my due date and my resume and cover. Sometimes based on job you might be preparing a different resume, with different keywords, so you can attach all your resumes here. You can have a job posting URL, and any other column you want to create, just click on the plus icon. Now you can say by stage. See, you can create a Kanban board based on stage. So now you know that, okay, I have all this job application, which stage they are at. So let me show you my other job application page that I have created. And if you click on by stage, see, I have Fractal Analytics and Amazon job in ready to apply, message recruiter, and so on. And then there are a few other things, such as I have a hobby of poetry, so I write poems and I just maintain those poems here. Previously I was using a WordPress theme and I used to have my own Google Doc, but I don't need to do it. I can do everything on Notion. Say you can have an image, change the image and things like that. Then I have my travel plans. So I want to go to Kerala and Goa, and these are my dates. So if you look at my calendar, it will just show up in calendar as well. my yearly goals. I want to gain 5 kg weight. So as I finish these goals, I will be checking them off. And then TV series to watch. I just finished Mandalorian. I'm waiting for my lovely baby Yoda to come in. Series 3 I'm eagerly waiting, and these are all the series that I want to see. If you want to use my template, then check the link in the video description below. Once you open that link, you can just say duplicate, and it will duplicate the whole thing for you, and you can just customize it for your needs. You can sign up for free using the custom link given in the video description. So try it out and let me know in the video comments below which feature you like the most in this amazing productivity tool.